Okay, brother Abid, Alhamdulillah, we are online and you may start. Bismillah. Jazak.
Yeah. All right, inshallah, we'll start. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير آمين ثم آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair. So Alhamdulillah, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, once again we are here trying to learn the language of the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran al-Azim. And it's his blessing that on a busy day like this, we are here. Alhamdulillah. So inshallah we'll start. And today, the target I have, or the goals or objective of this session today, that by the end of this class, if we can all understand this much, which we started last week, and today we're going to finish it, then we will be in a very good spot, inshallah. So what are we trying to accomplish today? That we are very clear that what is a verb in Arabic grammar, right? And then from the verb, how can we make verbal sentences? And what is a verbal sentence? It's a combination of minimum a verb and a subject. And then what is a subject? Subject is a noun, is the doer of the action. Like the entity who is doing the verb or the action is known as the subject. And in Arabic is known as the fa'il. The verb is known as the fi'l, and the doer of the action is called the fa'il. It is normally a noun, so it has a status because nouns have a status, and the status is rafa. So moving on, if we can all understand this, whether we know what rafa is not, if we don't know the meaning of rafa, that's okay. But if I ask you a question, what is the status of a file? All you have to say is rafa, inshallah, because some of you are new to the class. What I want to recommend is I'm going to mute everyone because some of you have background noise. And when you need to talk, you just unmute yourself, inshallah, okay? Jazakallah khair. All right, so we need to know what a subject is, and then we need to know what is a pronoun. And we looked at them in a lot of detail last time, and we will go over them one more time. And there is a relationship between a subject and a pronoun. So when we are dealing with the verb, there is a relationship between a subject and the pronoun. Okay. So once we understand all these things, what is we are trying to accomplish? That if a verb is given to us in Arabic language, we know that there are 14 pronouns. So with that one verb, we can make 14 variations. And those 14 variations are technically 14 different verbal sentences. Everything good? Everybody clear on that? Now, you know that okay, Anur bhai, you have raised your hand. Are you good? Okay. So you guys know that you can raise your hand and get my attention if there is a question, and inshallah, I can try to answer it. Okay. All right. So in this class, I'm also going to introduce some tools, which we'll look at a little bit later. And these tools will help you in understanding the Arabic. It will help us build the vocabulary. It will help us understanding some of the grammatical terms. And also, it will give us how do we conjugate. Inshallah, once you see them, you will really like them. Okay. So a basic review from last time. We start from the parts of speech. So the parts of speech in English are 8, and in the parts of speech in Arabic are 3. But as you can see, the 5 of the different categories of noun in English, they have been combined into one category called noun, and verb is verb, and particle is conjunction and preposition. So ismun, fe'lun, harfun are the 3 parts of speech in Arabic, but technically they are same as English because English has 8. They have separated them into different categories, but we have combined 5 of them, namely the noun, the pronoun, the adjective, the adverbs, and interjection into one category, and we call them ismun or noun. Okay. What else we did last time? We said in Arabic, there are types of words are only 3, and namely ismun, fe'lun, and harfun. Last time, we did talk about what an ism is. And I think high level, we know ism is the name of a thing, place, or a person. Fe'lun is the action, the name of an action. So if I say I want to go somewhere, the act of going is a fe'l. So the name of the fe'l is to go. However, the difference between the noun and the fe'l is that ism is indefinite, meaning infinite. It has no tense associated with it. When you say a book, you don't care about whether it is present, past, or future. You know that it's a book. But when you say to go, you care about whether you went yesterday, or you're going today, or you're going to go in the future. So there is a tense involved with a fe'l. Harfun is, these are letters or haruf, which by themselves do not make any sense, but they need the help of ism or fe'l before or after to make any sense out of them. So far, so good. Everybody's clear on that? Okay. So when we are talking about fe'l, as soon as from now on, if I say the word fe'l, I want this map to be drawn in your head. For example, a fe'l could be past, could be present or future, or could be commands, like the do commands. When we say past, is known as, it is also complete because something done in the past is complete. We are not in doubt about that. That action has been completed. In the future and the present, the action is incomplete. So if I say I am eating, that action is not complete. Even though it's present, I'm still doing it. If I say I will eat, then I know that I even haven't started the task yet. I haven't even started the action yet. I'm going to start it sometime in the near future. Okay. So the commands could be do something or don't do something. So if I say sit, I'm giving you a command. If I say talk or relax or be quiet, these are all commands. If I say don't yell, don't shout, or don't do this, that is the don't command. Now, these are all parts of the fe'l. So once we go further in our studies, inshallah, we will learn these commands, and you will see that how these commands are used in the Quran, given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. Okay. Then we have in the name for past in the Arabic language is madi, and for the fe'l for present and future is mudare. So if I say mudare or fe'l mudare, then you should think about both present and future tense. Okay. And when I said the do's and don't, so the do is fe'l amr and the don't is fe'l nahi. Everybody clear on this so far? Okay. So after we have a fe'l, the most logical understanding we have that the fe'l in Arabic language is by default a jumlatul fe'liya. Jumlatul fe'liya mean it is a verbal sentence. And from the name, you can tell that this is a sentence which is going to start with a verb. What was the jumlatul ismiya? A nominal sentence, and we know that it starts with a noun. So as soon as you heard the word jumlatul fe'liya, you know that it has something to do with a fe'l, and it's a sentence, so it's going to start with a fe'l. And then that fe'l in Arabic has a pronoun inside by default, So technically, the moment you take the name of the fi'l, you are making basically a verbal sentence. And we have seen those examples, and we're going to see those examples again. So just sit tight, inshallah, I'll show you. So what is a jumla fi'liya? It is a combination of a fi'l and the entity who's doing this action or who's doing that fi'l, and they're known as fa'il. What are they known as? Fa'il. Okay. So what we did, let's just rephrase or review what we just said. A fi'l in Arabic differs from an English verb in that every fi'l contains a pronoun inside of it. He, she, it. Okay. This pronoun serves as a doer, meaning this pronoun is the doer of the action. Together, an action and a doer makes a full sentence. Because a fi'l contains both, it is considered a full sentence, a jumlatul fi'liya, which is a fi'l plus fa'il is a jumlatul fi'liya, which is a verbal sentence. Now, what is the highlight about the fa'il? That if we, in future, if we see a noun after a verb, and we look at the status of that noun, if that status is a rafa, then we know that that noun is the fa'il or the doer of the action. Is that clear? Any questions so far? Okay, the people who are using Zoom, on your keyboard you have a space bar. If you press it, then you become unmute. So if you don't want to unmute yourself, or you want to simply say something and go back to mute, then just press the space bar, say something, and then as soon as you let go, you will be muted again. So this is a little short tip for you guys. Now, a disclaimer. If you're using... Yeah, sorry, somebody said something?
I said just...
Okay, Jazakallah, alhamdulillah. Now, if you're using a phone for this class, it will work, but it is not recommended because your screen will be so small and you might not be able to see everything clearly. But if you can deal with it, alhamdulillah. Otherwise, I would say use a computer, like a laptop or something. And for the benefit of other people, if you do not know this, alhamdulillah, this is going live on YouTube. So YouTube, if you put it on your phone, you can always stream it to your big screen TV if you have a smart TV in the house. So what I normally tell my student to put it on the TV so that they can see big and clear, and they stay on the phone to interact with me. So if that works for you, please go ahead and do that. Okay, so we are going to review our pronouns. Now, during the week, I've been sending you reminders and asking you to review this, but if you haven't done it, we'll do it together, no worries. So we know that in Arabic language, we have 14 pronouns, and they are divided into third person, second person, and first person. And we all know this, by the way. This is not new. We use it every day in our vocabulary. It's just that we don't recognize them, but inshallah, we will after this. Then we also know these pronouns could be singular, like for one person, or for two people, or for more than two. So, and we also know that it could be for a masculine gender, or it could be for a feminine gender. So how do we understand them? So for example, when we say huwa, that means he. When we say huma, we meant two men or two masculine, not men. I should say two masculine nouns. Okay, they could be other than men. Hum, they all masculine. For the feminine, we have hiya, which will translate into she. Huma is combined between the men and women, or masculine and feminine. Huma, they too, feminine. They all is hunna. So this is the third person. So when you want to refer somebody as he, she, they, then you use the third person pronouns. Then you use for the second person, anta for masculine, antuma for two masculine, antum for more than two masculine, anti for feminine, antuma for feminine, antunna for feminine, you all. When you refer to first person, you're basically referring to your own self. Ana, I, and nahnu, I can say we two, or we can say we all. So nahnu is a combined thing. So the people, if there are two people saying it, then we know that they meant we two. If there are more than two people that say nahnu, then we meant more than two. Similarly, this is for the masculine, this is for the feminine. Masculine, feminine in the second person, and masculine and feminine for the first person, and they're combined. These are, their name is detached pronouns. So if you want to understand the vocabulary or the terminology, they are known as detached pronoun, because in Arabic, they are not going to attach themselves with anything. They will always be separate. And their status is rafa. So if I ask you a question, and if you are new to this class, if you can just remember this much, that all of these pronouns are of rafa status, then why we are discussing the pronouns of rafa status? Because we said earlier that a file is supposed to be rafa, right? So if you had any concern in your mind, or if you had any confusion, that confusion should go away, because we said in Arabic, a verb by default has a noun, a pronoun hidden in it, or inside of the fail, there is a pronoun. And what is the type of pronoun? It is a detached pronoun of a rafa status. That is why we are learning huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So if I give you a verb, now you know, since there are 14 pronouns, there are going to be 14 different variations of that verb. And those 14 variations will be 14 different verbal sentences. Okay. At this point, I need some feedback so that I feel that you guys are with me. So either through, by speaking, or through some reaction, you can tell me we're all good.
We're all good.
Yeah, inshallah, we're good.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So this is the exercise I took you last time. So whatever I just said verbally, now I'm showing you on the screen, and this is something we saw last time. So if I have a verb, that means an action. For example, in English, if I say to go, then we have present, and in the present, we are going to say he goes. And if we do the past tense, we are going to say he went. Is there anything new here? And this is, as an English is speaking, or whichever language, we know this much, right? So the root letters in Arabic language, every verb or every word in Arabic has 3 root letters. And these are the root letters I'm using, za, ha, ba. And in Arabic language, they are used to show the action of going. So if I have to make root letters, if I have to make verbal sentences of zahaba, I know in my mind, because there are 14 pronouns, there will be 14 different variations of this fail, and those 14 variations will be 14 verbal sentences. How do we say third person? He went. They two went. They all went. Yeah. Second person, female, she went. They two went, and I put the F to represent the feminine, and they all F went. Okay. Second person, you went, you two went, you all went. Second person, female, you went, you two, female went, or you all, feminine went. I went, or we went. So far, so good. So if this is clear, then let's look at, and I did the conjugation. When you make these variations, they are known as conjugation. And I made this conjugation in English first. So in English, we also have 14 pronouns. So we made 14 variations. Are they all sentences?
Yes.
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 Right. Alhamdulillah. So now if I say, what are the pronouns? I know that he is huwa, because I'm dealing with male, third person. They two is homa, we saw in the previous chart, and hom. So now you see the application of the pronouns in this chart. Hiya for she, homa for they two, female, hunna for more than two. Anta for male, antuma for male, antum for male, anti for female, antuma for female, antunna for female, jama. Ana for singular, one, and nahnu for this. Yes? So far so good? Now you see the English versus the Arabic pronouns. Good. Then in order for this pronoun to be used in the zahaba, they don't come as their whole self. Yes? They need to take something out of this, and that something out of this is called a suffix. For example, for huwa and hiya, the Arabic grammar people said we don't need to take a suffix, so they call it hidden as a whole inside the verb, and they just don't worry about it. So they say whenever you see a verb, if it's a masculine, imagine the huwa is inside and there is no doubt about it. For huma, they're going to take the alif only. For the hum, they take the waw and alif. Now, why they do this? This is not my decision, but this is what we are learning, so we have to play by their rules. Okay. For here, the same thing. It is hidden completely inside the fail, completely without breaking anything. So there is no suffix for huwa and there is no suffix for hiya. Instead, they are assumed that they are inside the pronoun, inside the fail. Huma will be alif. Hunna will be noon with the fatha. Anta will be the ta only with the fatha. Antuma will be tuma. Antum will be tum. Anti will be ti. Antuma will be tuma. Antunna will be tunna. Ana will be tu. And nahnu will be na. Okay. We have to understand them first. It's very easy. And then we need to memorize them because there is no other way around it. And the way you memorize it, the more you practice, the more you write with your own hand, the more you practice in your head, inshallah, this thing will become your second nature, and then you will have no problem identifying them. So how do we use them in the zahaba? So the past tense, we are only dealing with past tense right now. Huwa is zahaba. When you say zahaba, this is number one. This is the variation number one. And the huwa is inside. So the difference between Arabic and English is you have to write he went. If you just put went, it doesn't make any sense. But in Arabic, the beauty is, or the difference is, that you have to understand or you have to assume that zahaba means he went. When you're going to do translation, you're going to say he went because the huwa is inside, hidden inside. Do you see huwa here?
No.
Can we put zahaba huwa? Right?
No.
Technically, we could have, right? If we wanted to make it visible, we could have said zahaba huwa, but does that make sense? Does it sound good? No. So zahaba, the huwa is inside by default, and we have to live with that. And the sooner we get it, sooner we agree with it, the sooner our life becomes easier. Yeah. So for huma, for two people, he went, there will be zahaba because this alif was added after this ba. You see that? If you just elongate this ba, it becomes zahaba. For the hum, is a zahabu. Yeah. For the hiya, it becomes zahabat. Now you might think that why the ta? Because in Arabic language, the feminine, the biggest symbol for feminine is the ta marbuta, the round ta. Yeah. If you open it, it would become the regular ta, right? So they put a sukoon here just to say zahabat. This is for feminine. So the translation will be she went. And again, if you see zahabat and you don't see any pronoun with it, you know that hiya is hidden inside of it. Yeah. Zahabata, because of this ta, the alif was attached after the ta, differs to the male because in the male there was no ta, so it was zahaba. But in the feminine there was ta, so this ta had the alif and the sukoon was replaced by a fatha. Okay, hunna will be zahabna, and then zahabta for the you went, male. Zahabtuma, you two, male went. You zahabtum, you all male went. Follow? Zahabti, zahabtuma, zahabtunna, zahabtu, zahabna. Yeah. So the last one I said the little bit longer na because it is the zahabna. So if you know tajweed, you know the mad alif has a little bit longer sound. Okay. Any questions on this so far? And so far, this is just a review. Agree?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So now, brother Ahmed, please go ahead.
Yes.
You have a question?
In the previous conjugation slide,
Yeah.
if there are mix of gender for 2 or 3 more, there is a male person, female person, and then how will we say?
Okay. In those scenarios, by default in Arabic, the preference is given to the masculine gender.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Jazakallah khair. Okay. So now, whatever I have said, I am going to show you in written so that you can also follow, because sometimes you can miss something when I'm saying something. But now, inshallah, that gap will be filled. So again, a verb is an action, fa'lun. Yes. Doer is a subject, fa'ilun. And the status of the file is rafa. This keyword, that is status of a file is rafa, should be engraved in our head from now on, inshallah. Okay. Then the base form of all Arabic verbs in the past tense. When we start a verb in Arabic, by default, they are in the past tense. From the past tense, we can make the present or the future tense. And inshallah, by session number 4, we will learn how to make from the past tense, how do we make the future tense and the present tense. So what is the default rule we need to remember? Every verb in Arabic in its default form is in the past tense. So zahaba will always be there, or ja'ala, fa'ala. Yeah. Okay. The base form of the verb always corresponds to the third person singular masculine pronoun. By now, I'm sure you've seen it many times. The third person singular masculine pronoun is huwa. Is it not huwa? Yes, it's huwa, right? That's why I start with zahaba. Zahaba means I started with the third person from the masculine. Yeah. The doer of the action, the fa'ilun, is hidden. And the hidden for Arabic is mustatar or mustatir, within the base form of the verb fa'ilun. Notice the hidden he in kharaja. So I'm going to show you a different root words now. Kharaja. Okay, let's take a look. And I will show you in a minute. Almost all Arabic verbs can be traced back to a 3-letter verb, meaning there are 3 root letters. So the remaining few exceptions are traced to a 4-letter verb. So last time somebody asked me, are they all 3-letter root words, or there are more than that? So 99.9% are 3 root letters. There is 1% 4. So the 3 root words are known as thalasi, and the 4 one are called rubai. Rubai means 4 in Arabic. Okay. To understand their structure, the 3-letter verbs are defined on the pattern of fa'ala as follows. So the Arabic people, when they want to make you understand the verb, they take a pattern, or they take a default 3 root letters. They are fa, ain, and lam. Look at this. This fa'ala will be fa, a, lam. Fa, ain, lam. How many letters in this fa'ala? 3. So the first one is fa, the second one is ain, and the last one is lam. So if I give you kharaja, what will happen to kha? The kha will come under the fa letter for kharaja is kha, yes, and the ain letter is ra, and the jim, the lam is the jim letter. Did you see what happened here? We're simply putting the new root letters, or the root letters are kha, ra, ja. We are putting them under the corresponding fa'ala letters. So what happens? The kha is the fa kalima. What do we call kha? The fa kalima, or you can call it first radical. Ra is the ain kalima, is the second radical. What about the Jim? Is the Lam kalima. Yes? Anybody have any confusion about this? This is a substitution. I'm trying to show you substitution. I will give you from now on the 3 root letters, and our pattern is fa'ala. Our job is to substitute the new letters fa under fa, ain under ain, and lam under lam. Yes? So in kharaja, is kha the fa letter? Everybody agrees on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Ra is the ain letter? Yes?
Yeah.
And if I say jim is the lam letter?
Yeah.
So if you have to explain it to me, you can say the kha is the fa kalima, or the kha in this kharaja is the fa kalima, ra is the ain kalima, and the jim is the lam kalima. So far so good?
Alhamdulillah.
Brother, what is
Yes.
the purpose to have these 3 words under this fa, ain, and lam?
Okay, so Brother Ghani, if I want to teach you something, and if I give you a template, yes, and I say, from now on, anything new I give you, you follow this template. Then what are you doing basically? Aren't you substituting the new material into that existing template?
Okay, I got it.
Right. So fa'ala is our Arabic template for understanding verbs. Yeah. Okay. So you will see more and more examples of this. So what happens now? How many variations of kharaja we can make? Can somebody tell me?
14.
14.
14. Okay. So let's take a look. He is huwa. The suffix will be hidden, right? Fa'ilun, mustatir, kharaja. He left. Is that anything new here? Instead of zahaba, I am putting the word kharaja. And the meaning of kharaja, he left. The action of going somewhere is defined by kharaja in Arabic. Agree? Is the first verb by default is the 3rd form, masculine, singular. Agree?
Yes.
Yes.
And that is huwa. The second will be they too. That will be huma. And the suffix will be alif. The file will be this alif. And this will be kharaja. They too left. All of them will be hum. More than 2 will be hum. Hum is the waw alif. The file is waw. And that is kharaju. They all left. They too, more than 2 people left. For the feminine, she, hiya. The ta, mustatir, and this kharajat. Is this any different from zahaba?
No.
No. All I'm doing, I am substituting the new root letters into the same template. It was zahaba, zahaba, zahabu. Now I'm saying kharaja, kharaja, kharaju. It was zahabat for female, so it becomes kharajat for female for kharaja. Okay, so let's quickly take a look.
Mustatir, can you just kindly explain this?
Mustatir is hidden. Hidden.
Okay.
Mustatir means something is hidden inside, right? Huma is ta, alif, and kharajata, they too left. I'm going to speed up a little bit because I have so many of these variations. So let's take a look. Hunna will be.
She also,
Yes. Sorry, question?
she also, you said it was mustatir, right? Hidden?
Yes. The huwa and hiya are mustatir, but for rest of them, there is some sort of suffix. See that? See that huwa was blank. And for the ta, we take basically the ta with a sukoon, right? So I'm making it visible to you so that you can see. So they are mustatir, by the way, but we replace it by the ta sukoon. Okay. Kharajna, for they too left, female. Now for you, it will be anta, ta, that's the file. Kharajta. When I say kharajta, mean you left, male. How about two male left? Kharaj, tuma. What about more than 2? Kharaj, tum. And for the female, kharaj, ti. Right? Kharaj, tuma.
Kharajtunna.
Kharaj, tunna. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Kharaj tu. Kharaj na. Okay. So if you have understood the zahaba, now look at this. Kharaja, kharaja, kharaju, kharajat, kharajata, kharajna, kharajta, kharajtuma. Sorry, I think. Kharajtuma, kharajtum, kharajti, kharajtuma, kharajtunna, kharajtu, kharajna. Are we good with this? Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
Don't put too much stress on your head. Just go along with the flow. As this is a game, and we are all doing is we have a template, and in that template we are putting new words. Okay. Now I'm going to reverse engineering this, explain to you more. So let's take a look at this. We have learned before that the base form of the verb contains he or it, which is huwa, as the file. So kharaja means he left. Within the base form, the file is considered hidden, mustatir. That is, there is no letter in the verb which explicitly presents a.
Listen.
Brother Ijaz, could you please mute yourself? We can hear you. Jazakallah. Brother Ijaz, could you mute yourself, please? Okay. So we have kharaja. So do we know that he is inside kharaja? If we are talking about a
Yes, we know.
if we say that human, then it's he. If it's non-human, then we say it. Yes. So huwa is used for both he and it if it's a masculine. Okay, so kharaja is the fail, and then the file is hidden inside is the huwa. Is this clear now? That the kharaja, the moment you see it, it has two parts, the fail and the hidden pronoun in it. Which one is it? The third person singular masculine pronoun, which is huwa. Okay.
So, Brother Abid, just a question. So when you say kharaja, so basically that is a sentence then.
It is
He
a
left.
sentence. That's exactly what I said. That in Arabic, the fail is a jumlatul failiya because it is understood that there is a file inside of the word. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yes, it's a jumlatul failiya. So kharaja is one variation of the jumla failiya. And how
in
many?
Arabic, we
Yes.
we do not have it. He and it is huwa. So
Yes.
in Arabic, there is no it.
There is no it in huwa. I mean, there is no it in Arabic. So if you want to refer to it and the it is masculine in nature, then you will say huwa. If the it is of a feminine nature, then you are going to say hiya.
All right. Okay.
Makes sense? Okay, good. All right. Now let's look at the second one. In order to say they two left, an alif is added at the end. So whatever I have shown you, I'm just explaining it to you now. I'm just writing it down for you. Okay. So how do we look at this? So we have kharaja, and we have been going to add an alif to it. It will become kharaja. You see that red alif is got added to the end? Yes. Now,
Yes.
please tell me that now the previous presentation or the screen, and now this is explaining it in a different way. Is it helping you?
Yes.
Are you able to see more now? Are you able to understand that what I was trying to explain there and what I'm showing you right here? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
if anybody is lost or having any confusion, please ask question. Don't be shy, because asking question will not only help you, but it will help the rest of the class as well. Yeah. So raise your hand.
brother, it's excellent.
Yes, alhamdulillah. Okay, good. Okay, so when you see kharaja and then you add alif to it, it becomes kharaja, and it is because of the huma. So in your mind, the pronoun was huma, but out of the huma, you took the suffix alif and you call it kharaja. And this is a verbal sentence. It means they two went. Yeah. So since this alif represents the two who did the action, this alif is the fa'ilun. Yes. So in your mind, huma is the pronoun you used. But if I say who is the file in kharaja, you're going to say alif is the file. And I say, what is the meaning of alif? You will say they too, huma. Is that making sense? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in order to say they more than two left, a and wow or a wow is added at the end, and the wow act as the file, meaning kharaja added the wow, and then it becomes kharaju. Yes. Now, if you have to, if you look closely, you will find two differences. First of all, the jim had the fatha. Yes. But when we added the wow, we changed it into a dhamma. You see that? Did you notice that when it became kharaju, it was not kharajau. It was not kharajau. Because if they had left the fatha over here, it would have sounded like kharajau. Does it sound good? It doesn't sound good. So in order to make it smooth for the tongue to say, they changed the fatha to dhamma. This sound, this little wow thing you see is called dhamma. Urdu mein isko hum pesh kehte hain. Yeah. So this wow got added, but then you see an additional alif here. So this alif is called aliful wiqaya. What is it called? Aliful wiqaya, the alif of protection. It protects the wow from being mistaken from the conjunction wow. In Arabic, the wow is and. Yes. If you know a little bit Arabic, you see Hamid was Zaid. When I say Hamid was Zaid, that means I say Hamid and Zaid. Agree? So that wow, to protect that, this aliful wiqaya is added, is called alif of protection, so that you don't mistake this wow as and. It is for kharaju, it is the file. Making sense, guys?
So that is to protect it from the next word. You don't put an and between this word and the next word.
Yes, that's probably okay. So now, again, I've already explained this, that the fathatun changed to a dhammatun. This fatha changed into dhamma, because otherwise it would have been kharajau. See that? Kharajau. It is kharaju. Yes?
Abid bhai,
Ji bhai.
can you show me this last slide? I have a question. I'm unclear on something. The one before that, before we change to this, I was trying to.
This one?
Yeah. So here, you're still adding the alif, but you're not changing the zabar to anything else because it sounds okay. It's just based on sound.
Okay. Yes. And I tell you another reason for the dhamma. Okay. In future, we are going to learn about the haruful illah. Haruful illah mean the weak letters. And in Arabic, there are 3 weak letters: alif, waw, and ya. Okay. And if you look at the haraka, alif is fatha, waw is dhamma, and ya is kasra. Okay.
Alif is fatha.
Alif is fatha.
Yeah.
Waw is dhamma.
Dhamma, yeah.
Ya is kasra. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how you are going to understand. That's why the moment you see the waw here, the corresponding haraka is dhamma. Follow?
Yeah.
Kharaju. That's how it sounds better. Yeah. Guys, my cat is asking for help. Just have to give me a very quick second. Sorry, guys. He didn't need something. Okay. Are we good with this kharaju now? Like what's going on? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we come to the feminine, what we do, the base form of the verb is feminized by adding a ta. It's called ta'u tanis. Ta'u tanis is the, remember I said there is the ta marbuta for feminine in Arabic. So when we say kharaja, So we say kharajat. So they just make it sukoon. They made it sakina. So this will be kharajat. Yeah. So she left, and it's the hiya. The ta'ut tanis is not a file. Instead, the file is considered hidden in this form and is implied as she, it, female did it. She is the file, which is done by hiya. Okay. Now, in order to say two female, it was kharaj ta. See, because of this ta, we put the fatha on it and added the alif, so it becomes kharaj ta. Okay. Since the alif represents they two who did the action, you will say in kharajta or in kharajta, the file is alif. But what do you understand in the back end? That huma was the pronoun which was used to conclude that. Okay. And for the plural, we're going to say kharaj na. We are going to add the na at the end and become kharaj na. Okay. Since the noon represent that the more than two feminine did it, then it is the fa'ilun. What is the fa'ilun kharajna? The noon. Okay. Notice that the fatha on the third radical changes to a sukoon in this case. So it was kharaja, but for when we did the na, we made the fatha into a sukoon. Okay. So in other words, I'm giving you a lot of details here. Once you start making these, you may not even worry about those, but I just wanted to point it out so that you are aware of these things. Yeah. Okay. For the second, yes.
Is that sukoon also for phonetic reason? We have changed from fatha to sukoon.
I'm sure that could be it. So I don't know too much about it, but I'm sure because the Arabic people wants to make the word smooth on the tongue, because if they're hard to say it, then the balagha will be out of the language, right? One of the reasons the balagha is there is to make it easy for the speaker to say things nicely. Okay. Inshallah. So for anta is going to be
one quick question. In the earlier slide, you said all the verbs would either be 3-letter or 4-letter. Was that correct?
Yes. So that was the thing that last time somebody asked me, are all Arabic words are 3-letter? So I said no. 99.9% are 3-letter, but there is 1% which are 4-letter, and they're so small or they're so little, so we don't talk about it in that much detail, but they do exist.
Okay, so it would be 3 majority or 4 nothing else, no 5, no 6.
Yes, no 5, but those but the root letters will be 3,
okay,
4.
okay.
But there is a category of verbs where we'll be looking at additional words added to the root letters. The root letters will not change. The root letter will always be 3 or 4, but additional letters will be added to make more vocabulary. And that is one of the advanced class we're going to have maybe in the part 3, inshallah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Are you with me so far, Sharik? Brother Sharik?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Brother Abid.
Yes, Brother Nasir.
Just to give an example, some of the example of 4-letter words are tarjama, zalzala, gargala, but there's just a few of them.
Okay, Jazakallah khair, Brother Nasir. Okay, so anta will be kharajta, antuma will be kharajtuma, antum will be kharajtum. Yeah. For the feminine, anti will be kharajti, antuma will be kharajtuma, and antunna will be kharajtunna. Yeah. For the ana, kharajtu. So this is a little tricky. Ta is you, tu is I. Okay, so if you want to remember this, if you see kharajta, that means you did it. Kharajtu, I did it. Yes. So the tu and ta, there is a little difference between this. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see what I got. Okay. Over here, we just looked at kharaja, right? And I decipher it by going into a lot of details. And now I'm showing the same chart again so that you see it one more time in its entirety so that you understand what's going on here. Okay. Kharaja, kharaja, kharaju, kharajat, kharajata, kharajna, kharajta, kharajtuma, kharajtum, kharajti, kharajtuma, kharajtunna, kharajtu, kharajna. Yeah. So let's look at this chart one more time. What do we have? We have 14 pronouns in Arabic. So when a verb is given to me, I know by default there will be 14 variations of that verb. Some of those verbs, some of those pronouns, especially the huwa and hiya, are going to be hidden inside that verb. The rest will be present in the form of a suffix. Okay, why suffix? Because suffix is something you attach and towards the end. But since we said the huwa, huma, hum are the detached pronouns, they cannot be attached in their entire shape. There's something has to be taken from them so that they can be attached to the end of the past tense. Now, giving you a head of time notice, in the past tense, we have a suffix, we add something towards the end. When we will go to the present and future tense, we will have a prefix and we will have something in the beginning of the verb to make it a present or a future tense. Since it's coming in the near future, I don't want to confuse you, but just wanted to tell you. So, kharaja, kharaja, kharaju, kharaj, kharajat, kharajata, kharajna, kharajta, kharajtuma, kharajtum, kharajti, kharajtuma, kharajtunna, kharajtu, kharajna. So as a student of Arabic language, when it comes to verbs, this is what you are expected to understand. And in a normal Arabic class, when you go to a madrasa, you will be writing every word by your own hand in a book, and sometimes you would have to tell to the teacher from your memory. Okay, so inshallah we will do that, but not yet. I want to tell you that, Brother Ahmad, you have a question?
Sir, in all of these sentences, we have fail and file, both of them?
Yes, because the fail itself has a file in it. Yes. So in kharaja, the file is huwa. This kharaja on the top. When I say kharaja, then the huma is there, but out of the huma, the alif is the file. Yes.
And fail is kharaja only, in all of this.
Yes, but the thing is, kharaja is fail, but you cannot say it's the fail alone. It has the file built in. Yes. The file is always there. Is that clear, or am I confusing you?
If you take any other, like for example, kharajtu.
Yeah.
I left. What is fail and what is file there?
Fail, you're right. Then the fail will be again the kharaja, because that's the 3 root letters. But the two, the file. You're right. Absolutely. Okay.
Thanks.
Is that clear? Okay. Good.
Yes.
Okay. So we have done this, and let's see what I got for you. Okay. So we'll do this slide, the last one, and then we'll take a break. But hopefully doing this slide will help you what I meant by this. So we have a fail. Then we know that fail has the fa kalima, the ain kalima, and the lam kalima. Where is it coming from? The fa, ain, and lam. Agree? Now, if I give you zahaba, the meaning is he went. So what is the fa kalima? Zal. What is the ain kalima? Ha. What is the lam kalima? Ba. If I give you jalasa, meaning he sat, what is the fa kalima? Jim. What is the ain kalima? Lam. And what is the lam kalima? Sin. Yes. Now, can we now make the 14 variation of zahaba? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Can we make 14 variation of jalasa? Yes, we can. And those 14 variations are 14 verbal sentences. The next one is nasara. He helped. Noon is the fa kalima. Saad is the ain kalima. And the ra is the lam kalima. Yes. So if I give you the pattern, this fa'ala, and then I say make zahaba out of fa'ala, you know exactly how to make it. Yes. Similarly, sami'a. Now you would say that, okay, this is sami'a and not sama'a. We will talk about it, hold that thought. But if I give you this, still the seen is the fa kalima, Meme is the ain kalima, and ain is my lam kalima. Okay, this is important to understand that when a pattern is given and then the new root letters are given, our job is to plug that new root letters into that pattern. That is what all verbs are about. So they have a pattern, and they have a pattern for Madi, they have a pattern for Mudare, and they have the root letters, and then they tell you in the bracket what that pattern looks like. And inshallah, we are going to do all of that together. Okay, so just giving you ahead of time notice so that you know what that means. Karuma, he honored or he's generous. Then the kaf or the kaf here is the fa kalima, the ra is the meme, the ain kalima, the ra is the ain kalima, and the meme is the lam kalima. Are we good? Any questions on this?
But that was one question. Maybe if it's covered in the future, then fine. So jalasa is he sat.
Yeah.
We have not done so far. What would be if you give a command for someone to sit, like sit down?
Ijlis. Ijlis.
Ijlis.
Yes. Baith jao. He sit. Ijlis. Yeah. So inshallah, in the 4th or 5th session, we will talk.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, are you with me? What I'm trying to do here?
Yeah. That's good. Thank you.
Okay. So since there are 4 minutes before 11 o'clock, let's quickly do one slide and we'll come back to it after the break. And this will give you a good idea what I meant. So remember the first thing I saw, kharaja, right? So kharaja, kharaja, kharaju, kharajat, kharajata, kharajna, kharajta, kharajtuma, kharajtum, kharajti, kharajtuma, kharajtunna, kharajtu, kharajna. What was the next one? Zahaba. Zahaba, zahaba, zahabu, zahabat, zahabta, zahabna, zahabta, zahabtuma, zahabtum, zahabti, zahabtuma, zahabtunna, zahabtu, zahabna. Do you see anything different in the pattern? The pattern is same, only the root letters change. Agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now let's look at this. Samia, Samia, Sami'u, Sami'at, Sami'ta. Did I say it? Sami'ta, yes. Sami'na, Sami'ta, and Sami'tuma, Sami'tum, Sami'ti, Sami'tuma, Sami'tunna, Sami'at, Sami'tu, Sami'na. The next one was Karuma. Karuma, Karuma, Karumu, Karumat, Karumata, Karumna, Karumta, Karumtuma, Karumtum, Karumti, Karumtuma, Karumtunna, Karumtu, Karumna. So once I learned one pattern, and I understood my pronouns, and I understood how I add those pronouns as suffix. Does it matter what root letters I give you? As long as you know the pattern, are you not able to make those variations? How many verbal sentences you see here? For kharaja, we have 14. For zahaba, we have 14. For samia, we have 14. We have 14 for karuma. Inshallah, next time when you're reading Quran, these will come in front of you. Kharaja, zahaba, these are from the Quran, by the way. Inshallah, you will see the different variations of those words in the Quran. And now, if you remember what I told you, you will be able to say, oh, this is for the male third person, this is for two male, or this is for a female, this is for two female, this is for, and what is the person? Is it third person? Is it second person? Or is it first person? Yeah?
Is there a typo, or is that the way you say Same'ata or Sameta?
Where did it say? Same'ta, because it's the female, right? There's no typo here. Is there a typo, guys? Can somebody check it?
I think there's a zabar on.
I think there was
Zabar on and.
It's not really a zabar. It's, I think, the jazm.
Yeah, it should be a jazm.
This is jazm. This is sukun, brother Ghani. This is
No, between meme and ayn.
On the ayn.
You see underneath, the below one is sami'na, and this one is sami'ata. So
yes, because
is this right?
because okay, you have to probably go back to the thing. It is correct, but we can talk about it more.
Okay, okay.
So right now it's 11 o'clock. Let's meet at 11:10. So don't leave the meeting. Just mute yourself and come back in 10 minutes, inshallah. Okay, inshallah. See you soon. Jazakallah khair.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Khalid bhai, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Khalid bhai, we'll start in 1 minute, okay? We don't
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I just wanted to see whether my audio is working or not. I didn't know.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Abid bhai.
How are you, Jaz bhai? Kaise hain?
Alhamdulillah, so far so good.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Please let me know if you're back.
Alhamdulillah, sir, we are back.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So I want to, if you can give me some signal, because I'm about to show you something. And like I know most of you are muted, so just raise a hand or something, or put a comment so that I know that you're back. Okay, alhamdulillah, good job. Okay, so I'm going to take you through some tools, and I'm sure you can see my iPad now. Can you guys see my iPad?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this application is called Quran Arab. Yeah. And I'm right now looking at Surah Al-Kahf. Yeah. So on the top, it says harf. And if I turn it on, you see all of a sudden you started to see red.
Yep.
Some of the letters. So then this application is helping me identify between the harf, the fail, and the ism. So the moment I turn it on, all these red letters you see now in the in Surah Al-Kahf, they are basically the haruf. They are from the third category. If I turn on the fail on, then the green ones are the fail. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So if I turn the ismun, then the blue ones are the nouns. Yeah?
Yeah. It's interesting.
Do you guys, actually Surah Al-Kahf was right here. It went back. But do you see this? Do you guys feel that this application can help you a lot?
Definitely, yeah. To identify which one is which is a fail and which one is huruf.
Alhamdulillah. Now look at this word, kaburat. Yes. Now, is it green? It is a fail. Yes.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
remember, zahabat, jalasat, kharajat, kaburat. What is this? She, feminine, kaburat. Yeah.
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 Okay. Look at this one, hasibat. You see this word hasibat? Okay.
Yes.
Look what it's saying is when I pointed on it, it gave me more information. See, it says the ta is the file because it's a feminine. Hasibat.
Yeah.
Fi'l Madi. Yes. Okay. Similarly, I want to show you something else. Okay. For example, here, darabna. You see this word darabna? Darabna. Yes. Is the na, is the we, nahnu? We?
Yes.
Yes.
14 siga.
Okay. Yes. Jazakallah khair. So I'm going to come to that siga too. But right now, just wanted to tell you a few things about this. So this application, if you can use it, it will really help you with the identification of the huruf. The red ones are huruf. The fail is the green one, and the blue one is the ism. Okay. And when you click on something, when you click on a word, it basically gives you something like the details about that. Okay. Now I want to show you something quickly. We read this surah, most of you. We read this on Friday. So look at this. What is this word? Tala'at. You see that? And the before is the shams. Shams is feminine in Arabic. So what kind of fail is going to come for feminine? Tala'at.
Feminine.
Yes. When the sun rises. Tala'at, tulu. And when the sun goes down, iza gharabat. You see that? Gharabat here? This word. So this is the siga number 4. Okay. What is the meaning of siga? Let's take a look at that so that we know what we're talking about. I'm going to stop sharing for a second and share my other screen. Okay. Over here, let's take a look at this chart. Okay. Everybody can see this chart?
Yes.
Okay. Remember, we looked at huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. How many variations we have? How many pronouns we have? 14. If I give them numbers, huwa is going to be 1, huma is 2, hum is 3. Okay. So in Arabic, in English it's a table, correct?
Yeah.
And that cell is this one square is, let's say, where you see the huwa, that's cell number 1. Agree? Huma is cell number 2. Yes? But the word for the cell in Arabic, it says siga. What is it?
Siga.
So huwa is siga 1. Hiya is siga number 4. Anta is siga number 7. Anti, siga number 10. Now you may heard me using these verbiage or terminology. If I say, please tell me what is siga number 1, you say huwa. If I say what is siga number 3, you know it's hum. Agree? It will come with practice, but inshallah you will get hold of it. Okay. Now let me show you some examples from the Quran before moving on, so that you guys can understand what is going on. So we know that daraba is to hit, fataha is to open, nasara is to help, and these are on the pattern of fa'ala. Yeah. Look in the Quran. There are some examples here, and I will be sharing this document with you. Let's take a look. Where is it? Okay. Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. What is this fa'ala here? What is the meaning of fa'ala? He did.
He did.
Yes. So is this fa'ala siga number 1?
Yes.
Yes. Very good job. Okay. Razaqnahum. So if I do this, I will open my notepad.
Siga number 3.
No, don't. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's not siga number 3, brother.
Yeah.
No,
14.
it's not.
14.
So look at it. If I hide the home, is razaqna.
Razaqna, yeah.
Is it 14 or 3?
14.
Okay, good. Okay, over here, sakhita.
Home is 3.
Sakhita. Siga number?
1.
1, mashallah. Fa'alta. Have you seen fa'alta?
Yeah.
Zahabta, right? And the ta is you did.
Yeah.
Over here, it says, قالوا أنت فعلت هذا بآلهتنا يا إبراهيم. They said, did you do this to our gods, O Ibrahim? Fa'alta. You see that? Isn't fa'alta you did?
Yes.
7.
Yes.
Fa'alta is male. You
Yes.
did.
Yes.
7.
Okay, if I say fa'altu, it's 7, you're right. Siga number 7. Is it 7? 7?
Yes.
It's 7, you're right. Fa'altu, I did.
7.
Yes.
No.
Jazakallah.
Fa'altu is 13.
But it means I did. Fa'altu. Brother Ghani, are you with me so far? Are you following me?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, good. Now look at this.
Brother,
Yes.
sorry.
Question?
Brother Abid, so over here, anta fa'alta, I think that's for emphasis here, but otherwise anta was not required, isn't it?
Exactly, you're right. And inshallah, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, that's a good question. Maybe it's a good point for me to show you something here. Okay, but before I do that, can we look at some more? Fasajadu. What is this fasajadu? What siga is this?
3.
Third.
You
3.
see the here? This is the
Yeah.
third, right?
Third.
This is like zahabu. Yes? Okay. Kafaru.
3.
Third.
Siga number 3. Good.
Third.
Job. Barazu. Is that siga number 3?
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Third.
Yes. Balagha. What is this?
1.
One.
First.
1.
Siga number 1.
Balagha is he reached. Actually, balagha is he reached. So this is Mahdi and this is Siga number 1. And what is the file in there? Huwa. And Huwa is he. Is the
He.
file hidden here?
Yes.
Good job. MashaAllah. Afa hasiba. Is this Siga number 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Job, mashallah. Kafaru. This one.
Siga number 3.
3.
3.
Jitumuna. Jitumu.
14.
Siga number 14. MashaAllah.
14.
Very good job. Okay. So did you find this now that how in Quran they're present like everywhere? So inshallah now, next time when you read Quran, I'm sure your mind will be looking for these. Yeah?
Yes.
Inshallah. Okay. Zalamuna. What is this? 14?
14.
14. Yeah.
Nasaruhu.
3.
3. Very good job. MashaAllah. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. Is this little these things are helping you understand things?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to answer something Sister Oneza brought out. And let's stop sharing for a second. I'm going to go back to my iPad and want to write down something for you guys. Come on. Okay. Sister Amiru Nisa, your camera is on, by the way. Okay, guys. Now let's take a look at this. We have something called Jumla. Can you see my screen? Ismiya.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
So if I say something like he is sleeping. Yeah. So in the Jumla Ismiya, don't we have Mubtada? And then we have
Yes.
yes.
Khabar.
So we're gonna say something like he is huwa naimun. Yeah. Okay. Now, when I said something like fa'alta, right? Fa'alta. The translation was
You did.
you did. Yes.
Yeah.
So if I say anta, fa'alta. Okay. So the translation will be you
Did.
You did. Do you see that the you is repeated?
Yeah.
Okay. But do you see, this was a verbal sentence. Can you guys see that this was a verbal sentence?
Yeah.
Okay. But is this a verbal sentence?
No, this is
No.
ism.
So this is mubtada and this is my khabar. Yeah?
Yeah.
This fa'alta is my khabar. Are you guys with me where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Okay. In fa'alta, you was the file. Yes?
Yeah.
Is this you file?
No. It's
It's called mubtada.
mubtada.
You cannot call it file. So is this allowed? Yes, it is allowed. Why? Because now you have created emphasis in the sentence, as Sister Onaiza was saying. So you did it. Did you do it? Yeah, Ibrahim. So there is a little bit of
Question.
So you can write it like this, but you cannot call anta file because the file is hidden inside and the file is the.
Brother Abid, there is also a anta.
Yeah,
There's a question.
That is the question. But the point I'm trying to make is that when you have, see, why didn't I write anta falta? Because anta is inside falta already. Yes. But if you bring the anta outside, then you have changed the verbal sentence into a nominal sentence. Making sense?
Yeah.
And last time Sister Homa asked me this question, and this was to do with the significance of a sentence. So yes, the nominal sentence has more significance than a verbal sentence. Okay. A verbal sentence has more emphasis than a verbal sentence. Can we guys digest that information? Okay. Now, when I say kitab, for example, is that a noun?
Yes.
Okay. Does it matter whether it is past, future, or present?
No.
No. So a noun is infinite. There is no tense associated with it. Agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you say a fail, there is always a past, present, or future. At some point, it's going to end. Whether it ended in the past, it will end in the present, or it will end sometime in the future. So the fail is more definite, but the noun is indefinite. So, and this is the miracle of the Quran. And once we get to that level where we can understand it, you will see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used nouns where he wanted to emphasize things more than the fails. Inshallah, you will get to see that. We are not ready for that yet, but inshallah, we will go there. Are we good so far, guys?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So far, so good.
So far, so good. MashaAllah. So all my students, old and new, they're all engaged right now. They know what's happening.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Our goal was
Alhamdulillah.
yes. What is a verb? Verb, something, action. Whether it's happening in the past, present, or future. We have the knowledge that every Arabic verb by default is a past tense. Agree? We also have the knowledge that every verb has a hidden pronoun in it, or a pronoun is inside the verb in Arabic, is despite the English version. In the English, you always need the he, she, it to be present on the side, but for this, you don't need it. Yeah? And the file is always what status? Rafa.
Rafa.
This information has to be very, very clear. Okay. So now I'm going to start with the first one. I can either say names or somebody can give me the next one. Brother Ghani, what is the next one? Kharaja. Brother, yeah. What would be the next one?
This is for the Huma.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Kharaja.
Kharaja, right?
Jim Alif.
Sister Homa, third one. Kharaju. Okay, Brother Khalid, the next one.
Kharajti.
Kharajta.
Kharajti. For more mourners, isn't it?
Oh, for the mourners will be Kharajat. Yes. Kharajat, right?
Kharajat.
Okay. I gave up the next one. Brother Javed, what is the Siga number 6?
Kharaja, Kharajat, Tan.
Okay. Sister Unaiza, what is the 6th one?
Kharajan.
No,
Kharajat.
Kharajna.
Kharajtunna.
Kharajna.
Okay. Do you guys have this chart by any chance in front of you? Did you guys printed it out?
Kharajta.
No.
Okay, somebody says Kharajta. Very good job. Kharajta is done.
Kharajtuma.
Let's do one.
Kharajtunna.
Because see,
Kharajtum.
listen. If we all gonna speak at the same time, nobody will get anything out of it. Okay, so is the last sister who was talking. Sister, is that Sister Iram? Was that Sister Iram? You were answering the question?
It was not me.
It was me.
Not you. So who was the sister? Because I don't know your name. Please, if you wanna.
Amirunisa.
Amirunisa. Sister Amirunisa.
Kharajtuma. Yeah, I said it.
What is the next one?
Kharajtum.
Good job. So did we cover the second person feminine yet? No, we did not, right? So
No.
so brother, who else is there? Let me see. Brother Ijaz already answered. Brother Khalid. Brother Ahmad, would you like to give me the feminine of the second person?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Kharajti.
Kharajti.
Kharajtuma.
1 second. Kharajti, Kharajtuma.
Kharajtunna.
MashaAllah. Okay. Sister Romana, you have your hand up. You have a question?
No, I just put my hand up for participation.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. So the next one will be for the first person, male and female.
Kharajtu.
Okay. Okay. Kharajti, Kharajtuma, Kharajtunna. So now we're doing the I version.
My version. Kharajtu.
Kharajtu, mashallah. And what is the next one?
Kharajna.
Mashallah. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Now Zahaba. We have to do this, this again and again. So who wants to do this one? Just raise a hand and tell me, and I'll go ahead and ask you. Sister Romana, you want to go ahead again? Go ahead.
Zahaba.
Yeah.
Zahabu.
Zahaba, Zahaba, Zahabu. Okay, good. Brother Ahmad, go ahead. Give me the female version. Brother Ahmad.
Yeah, Zahabat.
Zahabat.
Zahabata.
Zahabata.
Zahabna.
Zahabna. Jazakallah khair. Brother Nemat, for the feminine. Actually, second person male. Brother Nemat.
Okay, I'm on mute now.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, second person male. Zahabta.
Zahabta.
Zahabtuma.
Zahabtuma.
Zahabtum.
Zahabtum. MashaAllah. Okay. Jazakallah khair. This is good. So you're following it, MashaAllah. Looks like it, you got it. Yeah?
I can go now, Brother Abid.
Yes, go ahead, Brother Faiz.
So it will be Zahabti.
Zahabti, MashaAllah.
Zahabtuma.
Zahabtuma.
Zahabtunna.
MashaAllah. Very good job. Sister Amirun Nisa, you want to do the first person?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Zahabtu.
Zahabtu.
Zahabna.
Zahabna. Now, since Sister Amirun Nisa is saying it, and we know she belongs to feminine, so she's a feminine saying, and if I male or a feminine or a masculine say, he will also say Zahabtu, but we would know that a male is saying it. Yeah? Okay. The next one is Samia. Okay. This one was a little difficult one, right? Somebody was having difficulty with the third one, but it's okay. Brother Ahmad, go ahead, do the Samia, third person male.
Samia, Sami'a, Sami'u.
Very good. Okay. Okay, let's do three, and I have other people. Brother Khalid, can you do the feminine?
Yes. سمعت
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 سمعنا.
سمعنا. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Who's the next person who wants to go?
Yes.
Okay, Brother Ijaz, do the second person male.
Samiat.
Samita.
Sameta. Sametuma.
Yeah.
Sametum.
Sametum. Okay, I need Sister Lubna. Sister Lubna, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, do the feminine one.
Sameti, Sametuma, Sametunna.
MashaAllah. Brother Falak, you can do the I one. You're on. You want to do it, brother? Okay, Brother Wasim, go ahead.
This is for first person, right?
Yeah, first person.
Yeah, it's Sami'atu.
Very good.
Sami'ana.
MashaAllah.
There
Jazakallah.
is no dual.
I mean, Sami'ana could be used for two or more than two. Yeah. Okay. So the next one is Karuma. Okay. Any volunteers? Very much.
can go.
25 people. Okay, go ahead, Brother Faiz.
Karama, Karamu.
Okay, very good. Sister Amirun Nisa.
Karamu,
Mhm.
Karumu, Karumta,
Karumat.
Karumta,
Okay.
Karumna.
Karumna, mashallah. Sister Romana. Yeah, go ahead.
Brother Abid, the third one the sister just did shouldn't be Karaman, Karamana.
No, which one? The third person? I mean, the third
No,
one?
no, the sixth. So
Karumta.
Karamat, Karamata,
Karumna.
and Karamun, Karamanna.
Karumna. Karumna.
Karumna is correct.
Okay, Karumna is correct. Yes, that's correct. Sister Romana, you can go ahead for the second person male.
Okay. Karumta,
Karumta.
Karumtuma,
Karumtuma.
Karumtum.
Karumtum. Sister Homa, would you like to do the next one?
Karumti,
Karumti.
Karumtuma,
Karamtuma.
Karumtunna.
Karamtunna. Jazakallah. Brother Javed, would you like to do the?
Can I do it? Sorry.
Yeah, hold on. I'll get to you. I was asking Brother Javed, would you like to do it? The first person?
Yes.
Okay.
Karumta, Karumna.
Karum
No.
tu. Karum tu.
Karumtu, Karumna.
Very good job. Okay. Now I have more words and I'm going to ask Brother Sultan. And this one is Kharaja. So, Brother Sultan, can you give me the dual and the home part of the Kharaja?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Kharaja, Kharaju, Kharajat.
Okay.
Kharajata, Kharajna.
Jazakallah. Jazakallah. So
Kharasta, Kharastuma, Kharastum, Kharasti, Kharastuma, Kharastunna.
Very good.
Kharastu, Kharajna.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, what about the first one then?
Pardon me?
The first person.
First person, Kharastu, Kharajna.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay, so you did the whole thing. Very good. But we are trying to do 3 at a time so that everybody get a chance, inshallah. Okay. So the next one is Zahaba. Sister Amirunisa, you can go ahead and do it.
Zahaba, Zahaba, Zahabu.
MashaAllah. Sister Anjum, you can do the next one for the female.
Zahabat, Zahabata, Zahabna.
MashaAllah. Very good job. So Zahabat, Zahabata, Zahabna. Okay. This one for second person male. Who wants to go next? Okay, brother. Sorry, Brother Imran. Did you get a chance yet?
No.
Okay, you go ahead.
Brother Abid, on the Zahabna, there should not be a leaf there.
I
isn't
know
it?
there is a typo. You're right. Jazakallah. So go ahead, brother Imran.
Zahabta.
Zahabta.
Zahabtuma.
Zahabtuma. Zahabtum. Mashallah. Okay. Brother Ijaz, female.
Yeah. Zahabti, Zahabtuma, Zahabtunna.
Zahabtunna. Mashallah. Brother Falak, you want to try again? I know
Yes.
you had your hand up. Okay, go ahead.
This is first person, right?
First person, yes.
Zahabtu,
Very good. Zahabtu.
Zahabna.
Mashallah. Very good job. Jazakallah khair. Okay. Kafara. Who wants to go with kafara? And please, I think everybody should participate, because once you understand this, this is what we are looking for the rest of our Arabic course, right? Brother Fatimi, would you like to do kafara?
Kafara, kafara, kafaru.
MashaAllah. Very good. Brother Ishtiyaq, I see you're with us. You want to do it next one? Brother Ishtiyaq?
Yes.
Go ahead. Kafaru, the kafara for the feminine, third person.
Kafarat.
Very good.
Kafarata.
MashaAllah.
Kafarana.
Kafarna. MashaAllah. Clapping for Brother Ishtiyaq. MashaAllah. Great job. Okay. Who is next? Sister Anjum, you want to do the next one?
Yes, sir.
Kafarta.
Kafar. Okay.
Kafarta,
Yeah.
kafartuma, kafartum.
MashaAllah. Brother Niazi, Brother Falak,
Yes.
go ahead. The third person, second person female.
Yeah. Kafarti,
Mm-hmm.
Kafartuma, Kafartuma,
Kafartuma.
Kafartunna.
MashaAllah. Kafartunna. Okay, Sister Amirun Nisa, for the first person, kafara.
Kafartu, kafarna.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay, shakara. Let's start with, again, from somebody who hasn't done. MashaAllah, there are 26 people. And, you know, Shehbaz, Brother Shehbaz, you want to do shakara?
I want to do
Okay, go ahead.
Shakara, Shakara, Shakaru.
Okay, good
Shakarat.
job. No, just three is enough. Sister Iram, you wanted to do it the
Shakarat, Shakarat, Shakarata, Shakarna.
MashaAllah. Good job. Jazakallah khair. Sister Amirun Nisa.
Shakarta, Shakartuma, Shakartum.
Shakarta, Shakartum. MashaAllah. Brother Niazi.
Yes.
The female, second person.
Shakarti,
Shakarti.
Shakartuma,
Shakartuma.
Shakartunna.
MashaAllah. Very good job. Okay, who else is there?
I can do it.
Okay, Brother Fez, go ahead.
Shakartu,
Shakartu.
Shakarna.
Shakarna. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Okay, by now, I'm sure each one of you got a chance to do it. Do you find it hard by any chance? Is this hard? Once you
It's
know
not
that.
hard if you're looking at a table, but by memory it is hard still.
Okay. Inshallah, that is where the practice comes.
The
right?
logic is clear, but I'll probably need to memorize a bit. I agree with the brother.
You need memorization, you need experience, because anything you do in life other than Arabic also need experience. When you repeat things again and again, then it becomes second nature, right? But the beauty of the Quran is this. Remember how when we are learning a new ayah or memorizing it, our tongue kind of started in the beginning, but once we've done it like 10 times, 20 times, then it becomes like a second nature. Like I can read Qul Huwallahu Ahad in my sleep now, right? So these words are magnetic, inshallah. So if you put in the time, you will reap the benefit, inshallah. Yeah. But did you understand or not? That's the main question, because this is the hardest part about this. If you understand what you're doing, then the repetition will come easy. Yeah. So can somebody second me on that? That you
Yes.
understand what you're looking at?
Practice make a man perfect.
Yes. So I'm going to quickly give you, Sister Umiro, Nisa, you have your hand up. You have a question or you want to answer something?
No, nothing.
Okay, Jazakallah. So now I want to show you some words like khalaqa, ja'ala, ghafara. Brother Ijaz, please let me say it. You just
Okay,
listen.
okay.
Jazakallah khair. Sabara, fataha, abada, rafa, yes, hashara, ghafala, aqala, sajada, jalasa, yes, daraba, dakhala, kharaja, zahaba, razaqa, zalama, naja'a, raja'a, balagha, jahada, nafa'a, and nadara. Mashallah, these are all of these words you would read them in the Quran. And now you know how to make 14 variations of each because they're on the same patterns of fa'ala. Now imagine how much your vocabulary has grown all of a sudden. Yeah.
Can we have the names again? Sorry, the word name.
Sorry, which one?
Yeah, the full page. Yes.
Yeah.
Just want to do a screenshot.
Are you trying to write it down?
Yes.
Okay, but I will be sharing this with you, but go ahead and write it down, but I'm sharing this information with you right after the class, inshallah, right?
Thank you, Dan.
Okay, good. So, inshallah.
Abid, can you just translate this thing quickly? Some of the words are new for us.
Yes, brother Ghani, I don't have enough time for that, but why don't I give you this as a homework? Yeah?
Okay.
Inshallah. Okay. Similarly, there are some more words. Nazala, sadaqa, kazaba, shakara, nakasa, taraka. Yeah. Sister Romana, you have a question?
Yes, Ustad. So all of these words, mashallah, but what about its meanings so that we are able to, connect them with the table?
Yes, I didn't have the time to put the meaning, but as I said to the brother before you, that this is your homework to find the meanings of them, inshallah. Yes, and hopefully by next time I'll share the meaning with you as well, inshallah.
Brother Abid, I use Google Translate. Very easy.
Okay, inshallah. Brother Niazi, you have a question?
No.
Okay, your hand is up, so I thought maybe you had a question.
Oh, sorry. Maybe.
No worries. Okay, now let's quickly do one exercise. If I say abada, who can tell me the pronoun in it?
Huwa.
Huwa, mashallah. Okay, next one, just raise a hand so that I take your name and then you tell me. The kharaja, what is the pronoun in it or what is the file? Yeah, go ahead, Brother Muhammad. Muniru Zuma. Brother Munir.
Huma.
But what is the file? Yeah, Huma is the pronoun. But out of the Huma, what did we take? Alif. Yes? Yes? Okay. For the sajadu, Brother Sayyid Imran, go ahead. Sajadu. Brother Imran?
Yeah.
What is the pronoun? Sajadu?
Wow.
Wow, but what is the pronoun, the actual pronoun? Hum, right?
Hum.
Yes, good. So you say hum, and then you can say wow is the pronoun. Brother Ahmad, sharibat.
It is for pronoun is here and the file is mustatir, hidden.
Jazakallah khair, here. Are you guys able to find what I'm doing here? I'm actually reverse, testing your reversely. Instead of giving you in a sequence, I'm asking you the pronoun. Okay. Dakhalata, Brother Ijaz.
Dakhalata huma.
Huma, feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
Very good. Sister Iram, zahabna.
First is pronoun, tunna.
Hunna, jazakallah khair. Okay. Khalaqta, Sister Homa.
Yeah, it's you.
Khalaqta. So anta, yes?
Anta.
Okay. Marid tuma, any hands or should I ask myself?
Yes.
Sister Romana, go ahead.
Antuma.
Antuma, good job, mashallah. Okay. Jalastum, Sister Unaiza.
Jalastum is antum.
Mashallah, very good job. Dahikati. Dahikti. Sister Brother Faiz, go ahead.
Antum.
Dahikti. Anti. Yeah.
Anti. Sorry. Yes.
Farihtuma, Brother Nemat. Farihtuma. Brother Nemat.
Antuma.
Antuma. Now, could it be both male and female? Yes, because they're both common for both male and female. Yeah.
Like 8 and 11 are the same, right? That's why.
So if you can see them, then you can see if it's feminine, or they're masculine, right? Sister Romana, Sadaqtunna.
Antunna.
Antunna, mashallah, jazakallah khair. Okay, Sister Iram, Karubat, Karubtu. Ana, mashallah, very good job. Nasarna, Brother Ijaz, Brother Javed, Nasarna. Brother Javed, you with us? Nasarna. Yeah? Okay, Brother, Sister Iram, go ahead.
Nahnu.
Nahnu, mashallah. Okay, guys, we are done with today's presentation. I hope you learned a lot today. And if you have at least grasped the concept, then please look at the material I'm going to share with you and practice it. And inshallah, we will be ahead of the game. Yeah. But last time, one thing I couldn't do, I couldn't do my Quran study. And I didn't get a chance to look at the tools we are looking at. So can you guys give me, Brother Nemat, can you unraise your hand now? Because I'm going to just talk about something. Okay. So I wanted to show you the recitequran.com. And the ayah, I want you to start reading Quran from here, recitequran.com. Remember the slide I said, I'm going to show you some tools. And this is one of the tools I would strongly recommend because it has word for word translation here. Yeah. And I can even go ahead. Brother Niazi, could you lower your hand now? So over here, in here, I can go to the translation and I can open also Urdu if some people like to see their thing in Urdu. And over here, you can see that when you're reading the ayah, you can read word for word. So kul means say, ya ibadi, O my slaves, allazina, those, asrafu. Now, have we seen kafaru, zahabu?
Yeah.
Yes. Is asrafu in the same pattern?
Yeah.
So this is the third person male, plural?
Yeah.
Okay. Allah is against anfusihim, themselves. So inshallah, with this tool, you will increase your vocabulary and you will also understand whether this is a harf, this is a verb, or what is this? Is this a noun? Okay. Taknatu is asrafu, taknatu. It looks like it's a third person male, plural. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, inshallah, this. And then the translation is coming here, where you can see the whole translation in both in English and Urdu, and there are other languages. But over here, you see the translation in, or the word for word translation. So this is one of the tools. Since I don't have much time, I just don't want to spend too much time. The second tool I want to show you is this. It's called Quran Corpus. And I'm going to share these links with you. And you can see over here, I'm looking at khatama. Is khatama same thing like fa'ala?
Yes.
Yes. So is it saying it's a verb, like with the V mean it's a verb?
Yeah.
And then every noun has a file. I mean, every verb has a file. Yes. So over here, it's telling me in this case, there is Allahu after this. Is Allahu Rafa? I'm telling you it's Rafa.
Yes.
So anything Rafa is the file?
Yeah.
Yes. So is it showing that the file of Khatama is Allah and not Huwa? And in the next lecture, we will clarify this. But I'm just trying to show you that if you really want to understand some of these concepts, then use this tool and you can read Khatama Fi'l Madi, third person, masculine, singular, perfect verb. Yeah? Is it third person? Khatama?
Yes.
Right? Is it a masculine? Yes. So inshallah, with this tool, you can understand even more. What else? Over here, you can also go word for word. And you can also go, you can read some of the grammar, Quranic grammar over here by looking at this. Okay. And again, there is a Quranic dictionary here. Okay. So for example, here, if you look at these 3 root letter words, you can get their matching ayat in the Quran. Okay. So we looked at Zahaba, right? Let's see if I can find Zahaba. Or how do I find Zahaba? I would have to find. Okay.
Go to Za.
I have to click Zahab here. And then I have to go find Zahaba, which will be right here. Yeah. When I say go, so in the Quran, wherever you have this word, Zahaba, is this Siga number 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What Tazhaba? You see, Tazhaba. Is it Siga number 7?
No.
No. Tazhaba. What is Tazhaba?
Is
Okay,
Mudare.
this is Mudare, so we're not going to worry about that. Zahaba, Siga number 1. Zahabu, Siga number 3?
Yes.
Zahabna, Siga number 14?
Yeah.
14.
Yes.
Okay. Look over here, brother Sharik. Qala zahab. You know, this is a command. Yeah? Okay. Yes. Then let's look at it. So azhaba, that this is like command to 2 people, right? Okay. So I'm trying to rush. Maybe I made a mistake, but inshallah, you get the idea. If you click on one of these words, you can even go more detail. So this tool, if you have the desire to connect with the Quran and you really want to understand things, this is the one tool you will love. And inshallah, I read my Quran, like sometime I read just directly from the Quran. But when I really want to get connected, I come to these tools. And alhamdulillah, it after some time, you'll start to see that new doors are opening in your mind, new venues are opening in your mind. So inshallah, try to use these tools. And again, I am going to share this information with you. One of the tools I am going to show you, where did he go? What happened to my tool here? This one. Okay.
Brother, would you be sharing the number of sigas chart again?
Yeah,
on the
everything you saw in the class, inshallah, you will be getting it from me.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you.
Okay. So this tool is amazing if you want to use this one. And this is for people who wants to learn grammar. Okay. So if you click on this down arrow, then you get the word for word translation. Yeah. But the thing I want to show you, see, remember I was showing you this Surah Kahf. So look at this tala'at. When you click on this word, you will get to see this chart. Okay. And it says sarf-e saghir. Saghir means small, short. Sarf is the category of the Arabic. Are we learning sarf right now? Yes, we are.
Yes.
So this sarf-e saghir means that after you finish this course, you will be able to understand all of this table. And this is the short one. The long table is really big. So if it has the root letters Ta, Lam, and Ain, the pattern is on the pattern of Noon. We don't understand it right now, but inshallah, after the 4th or 5th session, we will understand this. So the Madi will look like Nasara, and the Mudari will look as Yansuru. Yes. And this is Tala'at. This is third person Madi Mu'annas. Is this Siga number 4? Tala'at? Yes?
Yes.
Kafarat, Zahabat,
Yes.
Jalasat. So this is Siga number 4 for the Hiya. So who is the hidden here tala'at. Now here is reference in the Quran was the Shams. Is Shams masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Feminine. So over here the hiya is it, not she, because the Shams, the sun, is
It's a thing.
Yes, it's a thing, right? So you will see the Madi for this will be tala'a. Is this Siga number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is Siga number 4. Imagine it will tell you the Bab, like Bab, you don't know what that means, the pattern, and then the root letters. So if you do it on the Bab Nasara, this will look like this. If you do it on Bab Fataha, it will look like this. So inshallah, this tool will be amazing when you really want to get into this. So look at the Gharabat. Can somebody say, tell me what are the root words? Ghain, Ra, Ba. What is the Fa kalima? Ghain. Right? What is the Ain kalima? Ra. What is the Lam kalima? Ba. And Gharabat. Is this Siga number 4?
Yes.
Yes. And we said in Arabic, every verb is in the third person masculine singular. Is Gharaba Siga number 1?
Yes.
Is Gharaba has huwa in it?
Yes.
Is the huwa mustatir?
Yes.
In Gharabat is hiya. Is it hiya mustatir? Is it hidden inside?
Yes.
Okay. So Jazakallah khairan. I hope that in the last 10 minutes I had to rush myself, but this was important information and I'm sure you will benefit and you will appreciate it once you look at it. So Sister Romana, you have a question?
Yes, sorry to keep you. The Quran Arab app, is that available for the laptop Windows version also?
It used to be, but then they removed it. I don't know why. And even the phone app is paid app, so you may have to spend some money on it, but it's worth every penny. I would definitely recommend it. If you can afford it, please go ahead and get it. It's for both Android and Apple. Does that answer your question, Sister Romana?
Yeah, if you can share the link for Android, it'll be.
Inshallah, I will share it with you. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention. Sorry, rushing you. Over here, this one, recitequran.com. This is mashallah. You can learn the tajweed because it will pronounce the word for it. So if you have a situation that you don't have time or you can't go sit down with a sheikh or somebody who can help you, you can learn the pronunciation by spending time on this app, and I'll let you explore that. Also, it has the tafsir, and I had it open. I didn't get the chance to go on it. So it actually explained to you, if you want to get deeper knowledge about the Quran and the verses, then the Tafsir Ibn al-Kathir is built in this tool. And you can also play these ayat by clicking here, and you can pick your reciters, by the way. You can pick whoever you try to listen, and inshallah you will very really happy. I'm sure there are tons of apps like this, but this is the one I personally use and I like. Alhamdulillah. And it helped me a lot with the vocabulary, by the way. Yeah. So anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is completely my fault. I'm still learning, and during the lecture it could be a slip of tongue, or because I'm trying to do multiple things. It's not an easy job to teach. So I may have made some mistakes on the way. So please forgive me and take care of yourself. And alhamdulillah that we completed another session, and may Allah put barakah in this, and jazakallah khair everyone for coming. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.